Hello everybody, welcome to Uprising 144K. I'm Hydrogen Man. Guys, structured water versus hydrogen water, it's been a common question that's been coming up. And there is actual science about it. First of all, there are different ways to structure water, and they're really not all the same actually, even though a lot of them appear to be the same. If you just want to go with the actual scientific data, clearly hydrogen water is far, far, far superior. A lot of medical data, a lot of scientific evidence, and clearly it's already medically approved. And before I begin, I should tell you, I'm not going to give you any medical advice. I'm not making any medical claims today, but I am sharing with you guys actual scientific data that I've seen. Now, as far as for hydrogen and structured water, it actually really does matter how you go about making it. And so that's something that I think is tricky that most people just really don't talk about. So let's talk a little bit about actual structured water. The way that I've been seeing everybody structure water, in my opinion, based on my research, is not really the correct way to do it, and it's not going to make that big of a difference. There is a way that the Japanese discovered actually, and again, it was the Japanese who discovered this. They actually do have a way of structuring the water, and I looked at the equipment. The equipment is not cheap. I think it's somewhere in the range of $7,000 to $9,000, okay? This particular equipment is definitely doing it different than the majority or almost every single device there is out there. And they do have scientific evidence. I looked at all the data, and it surprised me because the truth is it does actually make a difference when done correctly. And they're actually using it mostly for agricultural purposes, and they're mostly using it for like entire houses, not just the glass of water that you're going to drink. So there is some validity to it, but again, it matters how you're doing it, and usually cheap equipment just isn't enough. I know everybody likes it cheap, and the cheap stuff is just not working. If you're comparing it to hydrogen, I mean, hydrogen is obviously way, way, way beyond what structured water is going to be doing. Structured water is just on a bigger scale. I hope this answers a lot of people's questions. People have been asking about these two things. Now, granted, if you use certain hydrogen technology, like the one from holyhydrogen.com, the Lourdes Hydrofix premium that I like to use, they're actually taking it a step further. I've never seen this done before. They're actually double structuring the hydrogen. I've never seen anybody do that. And at this time, there's no scientific evidence because nobody's ever done it before. They discovered a way to do it, and it appears that it does make a difference. I'm already experiencing it myself, but I do believe there's going to be more scientific evidence coming out about that later, which is going to be a pretty dramatic thing because nobody's doing it, and it's not easy to do, unfortunately. But luckily, it's relatively affordable to be able to do that, so that's pretty awesome. So again, if you were to compare both of them, in my opinion, there really is no comparison. If I had to choose one, I clearly choose hydrogen beyond just structuring of water. And there's a lot of claims, in my opinion, about what structuring water not only is doing, and that you don't even have to filter the water once you structure it. Looking at the actual data from the best structurizer of water that I've ever seen, it's expensive. There's scientific evidence and validity. Even that would still require filtration. So there's too many, quote unquote, in my opinion, misinformation or scams in regards to water technologies. It's pretty bad. Okay, so with that, I'll leave it with that. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you give it a thumbs up, it helps the algorithm, it helps the channel, and it's free, so I always appreciate it. Don't forget to ask any questions at the bottom. I'll do my best to try to answer them. And if you have any, other comments, go ahead and put those below. And thanks for sharing also, as I think this information's important and helpful for everybody. I could actually get the scientific evidence or the scientific studies that were done on different structurizers if you guys like. It's a lot of work, but I could do it. And I've only found really that Japan has the best data in regards to that. So that's all for now, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time on the next one.